the king.
So essentially, that star is a glorified wing cap power-up.
Motherfucker! You can knock any of the caps and still get that. And be like, wait, what the fuck?
It's like, what is this madness?
Caps? Fuck. I was gonna say, is there a second controller plugged in, by the way?
Yes.
Do you want to fiddle around with that controller?
There is something we can show off, actually.
Yep. And
they
even kept it in the virtual console version.
Yep, there's something I didn't even realize was a thing until me and Coda did it for his Let's Play. As long as it's already plugged in, because it wasn't plugged in at the start, then it won't register.
It's already plugged in at the start. So.
Oh, God!
There you go!
So, yep. If you move around the control stick, you can fiddle with the camera.
Which, this is a remainder element for when this was originally conceptualized as a two-player co-op adventure with the Ouija.
That's right. That was another part of that theory. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing there?
I had another power star and I used a reviver! Me too! How many do they hide? My queen! My queen!
Yas, queen!
Yes, queen!
Leslie's
Beyonce, my queen!
Okay, yeah, no. Leslie Swan, why aren't you voicing Peach anymore?
Where did that become?
I
I know it's not the same person it was during the GameCube era anymore. I think.
We have to do something.
Then again, it might be, because they use...
Did you say something about making a cake for me?
And most action Mario will ever get.
Yeah.
How dare you hide that, you fuck!
Well, it's like, nope, gotta keep it sense for the kids.
For the kids.
I did it!
Buddy, let's bake a delicious cake.
You still didn't make my cake, you bitch! By the way,
Alright.
I know what kind of cake I'm getting.
Yeah, by the way, it stops at this point, so...
Yeah, I love that.
Until the credits again. I'm getting pussy! Just watch me!
That voice cake.
And the ending theme to cap off Mario 64.
So, final thoughts.
So, Koji, what'd you think of this game? You can also fiddle the camera here in the credits, by the way.
Yeah, so, overall thoughts. It's definitely the weakest of the Mario games I've played so far, but that's only because, here's why I only got to go off of. Galaxy 1, Galaxy 2, and Odyssey. I think all of those were superior to this game. So it's kind of hard to really say it like that. So I'll just go back to what I think of on the original.
Oh, you can fiddle it.
Yeah, that's when we did it in your LP, I remember.
It's been so long, I keep forgetting.
I
But
haven't seen it in a
overall,
while,
for a first attempt, I'd say it's damn well executed for what it is. Much better well executed than I was kind of expecting it to. I was expecting to struggle a lot more. Much more.
I mean, knowledge of other Mario games definitely helps.
Yeah.
Because if this was the first 3D Mario game we went into, oh boy, this is probably much rougher.
Yeah. Because it does, it is technically unfair for me to say that it was a complete cakewalk because, you know, the only reason that this went by as smoothly as it did is because I had you assholes blocking some hits.
Well, we were here to make things smoother for you,
Yeah.
so you didn't hate your time with it.
Yeah.
Leslie Swan was only the voice of Peach for this and the DS remake. Well, they might as well be.
Well, they
Archive
they
footage,
paid
maybe?
for that. Huh.
Whereas the rest of the N64 games, it was done by someone named Jen Taylor.
That was it. Yeah, she's been it basically for the rest of it. They basically recycled a lot of her things from Galaxy and Sunshine. That's why the same Mario screen's been the same for like 15 years.
Yeah.
Like the exact same one. They just recycled that.
Anyway, continue.
Oh yeah, anything else you gotta say about it? Yes.
So so I guess I can understand why some people would, because like I can understand why this was kind of like the standard for how Mario games would kind of play out for a long period of time. Because you know this was the first standard, and I guess this is kind of just what they had to go off of. And for the first time, like I said, it goes pretty well. It's got a lot of variety, a lot of colors. Colors, kids, and colors.
Yeah.
And maybe it's just because I've also been kind of spoiled by the fact that I played Banjo-Kazooie and Tooie a bit more.
Yeah.
But I kind of do
They were a
prefer...
little more refined back in the day.
Yeah. I would say I prefer those games a little bit more because they're a little more refining. So, Tooie...
Get off my sub, you bitch!
Hey, thanks for the sub. But yeah, Tooie I want to go back
Like,
to one
comment,
day.
subscribe.
God damn it!
Yeah, with Banjo-Tooie and especially TK64, I want to go back at some point. Because maybe I need to see if it's because of how big those games are. I wonder if my opinion will still hold true.
I've always got my rare replay versions if you want to play the more refined versions, I guess.
I guess-
Along with an Xbox
Wait.
controller.
What was that?
What?
On the roof. What was that?
I don't know.
Yay, my cake!
Thank you so much for playing my game.
What is this to playing my game? What is that?
We're taking to playing my game.
What is this to play?
Ticket? Is it a ticket?
He like thank you so much for playing my game.
To playing. What is this to playing?
And well, dead screen. So, this is what you get at the end.
Just like every N64 game, when you get an X screen, you gotta reset.
Well,
And there's one more thing we gotta show off.
yeah. One more thing.
It's
Yes, you
me,
knew about that.
Mario.
Oh, I didn't actually get to show
Well,
that
he
part
did.
of
He
the
does
screen.
now.
Hello.
Oh yeah.
So,
So, go
Do
into
the 115 file.
No.
Do those 5 burnings.
too much effort.
Do it again.
Have you ever wanted to get to the top of the castle?
How do I do that?
Look around.
There's a little hole around somewhere. Once you get all the stars, opens up.
Yeah. Yeah, this was graded off earlier. Only opens if you get all 120 stars.
Yep.
Aim for the roof.
And motherfucking roof. Oh god!
Too high of an angle. And also to the
Ow!
left.
That hurt!
Do it again!
Again! Is Mario's just gonna kill himself out here?
This is basically your end game reward for getting everything
Although,
done.
there's nothing I personally have never seen, but I'm sure people have done it. What happens if you die out in the courtyard?
Oh, I've seen that happen. You basically just spawn back in the courtyard. You basically spawn back on the bridge in front of the main door.
Hmm.
I know, because I did that in the DS version too. I died in the back courtyard where the boos were. They killed me.
Hey, look!
3 lives in a...
Luigi!
No, we can't.
Can I ride you?
No! Get away from me! Hello? Mario, is that really you? It's been so long since the last adventure.
Can I ride you?
It's only been 5 years, dude.
No! They told me that I might see you if I waited here, but I just about given up hope. Is it true? Have you really beaten Bowser?
No.
And restore the stars of the castle?
Maybe.
You don't even have to beat Bowser for this.
And save the princess? I knew you could do it! I have a very special message for you. Thanks for playing Super Mario 64. This is the end of the game, but not the end of the fun.
You know, you say that.
We want to keep on playing, so we have a little something for you. We hope that you like it. Enjoy! The Super Mario 64 team! I'm gonna jack you off!
So, this is your reward for the 100%.
A whopping 64 extra
In
lives.
case you feel like getting experimental in the game to your heart's content, I guess.
Caps you off to 100, doesn't matter where your life count is.
No!
I want
Don't
to ride
drown!
you!
And you have a wing cap you want to fly around. Ow!
What?
Yeah, there's solid ground in there, don't forget that.
But he landed on the... What?
It was enough for him to land on, even if it is technically kind of a wall.
It's at a diagonal.
Yes.
And I'm guessing that's all for your fault, Chris?
And you have that triple jump now.
Yeah.
I think you get that when you have 120 stars.
Yeah, you get
Yeah.
that when you have 120 stars.
But I respect it for what it is, and it's well executed, so
Better executed than Crash
I'm-
Bandicoot, that's for sure. And
Yeah.
Sonic 3D Blast.
yeah.
And we're going by 3D efforts.
And Bubsy 3D.
Oh, good lord.
But, you know, I'm beating a dead horse to the ground. For now, anyway. We'll beat it again. And
It's a product of its time, but it was a glorious time.
Yeah.
Basically, is what you're
An
saying.
experimental time in video games.
The 90s were an experimental time.
Yeah.
You can just go
Which is
fuck
something
around
I
with
can,
your smartphones.
which is something I can't really say. You know, here's the thing. From between the NES all the way up to the PlayStation 3 era, it feels like games have innovated to some extent. And this current generation, with the exception of maybe some Nintendo games, and indie games for that matter,
Yeah.
there haven't really been much innovation in games at all. At least it doesn't feel like they're given the attention that they deserve.
storytelling's getting better.
That's great. Where's my gameplay? Can you give me both? No? Then get the back to the
Very
fucking
rarely.
drawing board, you dope. But that's... Yeah, but... It's kind of been an
Wild
interesting...
Denier! I'm gonna get hate for that.
I mean, you're talking to the man who thinks Breath of the Wild is the worst Zelda game he's ever played. Come at me, assholes.
Well, I've never played, so I have no opinion on it.
You still have your Wii U. You could play it.
Do I want to? Is a real question.
I mean, you're
For the
only...
Wii U version specifically.
Fair
It's
point.
about the same.
Yeah.
Although frame rate apparently, from what I heard,
The frame rate isn't as good, but apparently it sounds better than the Switch version.
Yeah, but it was an experimental... Yeah, but anyways, it was experimental time. It's a pretty interesting experience to see an origin story, I guess you could say.
For the 3D Mario.
Yep. And
it's still a better effort than their next one, I can say that much.
especially from what my history has told me of that game.
And you haven't played that one either, have you?
No.
Ooh.
And I don't really know if I want to.
Oh, this
Although
is
maybe I should.
Oh, that's gonna be interesting.
Then again, considering the fact that I'm going out... Then again, I'm going back to play Mega Man X7. That's because I'm a hardcore Mega
Like
Man
I
fan.
said, I'd offer to play for the channel if you guys didn't want to put up with it. I replayed it recently to make sure. The exception of Blood Blue Coin, I remember everything.
Well,
Now I remember everything.
Everything?
maybe...
Everything. Well, game completion-wise, everything.
Maybe I could do it one day later down the road for a blind playthrough again.
Yeah, like 5 years from now.
That would probably be a lot worse.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Well, I'm doing one thing, though. I'm getting a fucking guide for the blue coins, because fuck those coins. Whoever designed those blue coins and how they fucking work needs to get slapped so
I can
hard
let you
across
know
the
where
face.
they all are. I'm your guide.
Yeah,
And then you forget when we finally get around to it.
yeah. Yeah, but whoever designed those blue coins, I want to
The fact
slap them
that
straight
I-
across the fucking
The fact
face.
that I only forgot one and knew its location but not how to get it after not playing it for 5 years, I'll probably remember just fine.
Yeah.
And I did use my Let's Play for a reference.
Alright.
So
I did
anyways,
not.
yeah. This will still probably be my least favorite Mario game I played in terms of 3D entries, but that doesn't really
Fair
say
enough.
a whole lot because, you know, this was the first entry and I respect what it's done.
And also, it's the Mario series.
Yeah. The worst it ever gets is maybe below average on some occasions. I never really seen a bad Mario game.
You haven't
From what
played
I
lost
remember.
levels, have you?
Oh yeah, masochism at its finest. That's kind of like how we.
Yeah,
we
we've
say,
done that.
Oh yeah, X6. Oh yeah, the X6 of Mario. Got it.
And my least favorite Mario game is New Super Mario Bros. 2, because it just felt boring.
Yeah.
Even Lost Levels has some redeeming qualities in how challenging it is, as bullshit as it is. But New Super Mario Bros. 2 is just boring.
But
I've
anyways,
recycled a lot of music
of
from
the Mario
Wii.
games I've played
They
so
put
far,
very little effort.
with the exception of Sticker Star,
Yeah.
they're generally good.
That's the only RPG one that really leaves a sour taste for fans of the Mario RPGs in
And
particular.
for me, as a fan of RPGs,
Yeah.
a disgrace.
It's a very hard taste to take.
Yep. But that's my overall opinions for right now, unless I have anything else to add along your
Right.
stupid comments. So,
Alright.
continue on, my chum.
You can go,
morons.
Koda, why not?
Okay, well, I mean, like, this right here was the second Mario game I've ever played. The first being the original Super Mario Bros. But when I played that one Road, I said this to, like, God knows how many times. And I'll probably keep saying that every time we mention Mario in some capacity.
I mean, of course.
But this was the first one that I played on my own, of course.
Right.
It's like I wasn't just relegated to being the player too. This was like one of the first video games I ever played on my own. So in that respect, this has a little bit more sentimental value to me. Not so much in terms of nostalgia, but just more how much it meant. Yeah, like as a game.
Right.
But with all that said, like I find overall in terms of Mario's first 3D adventures, like Coach said, like it was a worthy experiment and one that proved that you can translate well into it.
Yeah.
For the most part, there were some things that did not age well. I will say.
Mainly doing the controls in
The
particular.
controls, more specifically. The flight controls also. Definitely.
That's like the
Yeah.
biggest one. Although there's still the wall kick, the weird movement when turning around.
It's
It's like, the controls for this have aged.
Yeah. And honestly, the DS version isn't that much better with that. They try to be a little faithful to it. Ah!
And well, it's like also product of the times you could say about a lot of
Yeah.
whatchamacallit platformers around this time. Like I said, this is an experimental time. This is the first time that 3D platforming came out.
Yeah.
So understanding 3D control and getting it to work properly was
It was gonna take some time.
yeah. And for a first outing, I can understand. Like it's hard to go back to this game, and
Yeah.
some people could probably argue that maybe this game should get like an HD remaster or something with proper 3D control. At least the current one that we have. Then
Right.
again, I don't really think that's necessary in my mind. I'd rather just like see a new Mario game with new 3D new control and just have some new worlds.
Don't forget, we had the DS remake.
Yeah. Yeah, but like without all that said, like a lot of, I do like while a lot of it is like in terms of getting 100% completion, there are some stars that I always regret going back to. Overall, a lot of it does feel like more at times my own fault. Like if I miss a specific jump, or I just didn't time the switch presses or what have you correctly. So a lot of 9 times out of 10, if I screw up a star, it's mostly because of something I did.
Right.
Very rarely, and I do mean rarely, do I feel like it's the game bullshitting.
Bowser Stage 1.
Yeah. I cannot defend that one for the life of me.
That's the awkward turnaround bullshit.
That first red coin turnaround bullshit.
Yep.
But it's a fair challenge. Yeah, the reward's not that great.
But
It won't be experimental with it though.
It does encourage, like, I guess some
Exploration.
exploration if, like, you know, you feel like you have to. Or, in the weirdest sense, if you feel like, hey, I'm gonna get this 120 star in the Bowser, climb Bowser level, leave, get the 100 lives, and then go take on Bowser. You can do that too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not really much to go after once you get the 120 stars. And as far as I'm concerned, if getting all 120 stars is fun enough on its own, then it wouldn't be too big of a problem anymore.
Yeah.
There's still a couple of bullshit stars along the way, don't get me wrong, and I've definitely seen some share of them.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking
100 coins.
yep.
Well, the 100 coins aren't that bad, in my opinion.
Some of them can be.
Tedious, yes. In some levels, damn near perfection is mandatory.
I feel like
the 2 water levels.
I feel like it's a little worse in Sunshine with some things.
Sunshine has it much worse, but we'll get to that game when
The
we
100
get to
coin
that.
levels.
But
The
yeah,
beach levels frighten me.
but overall, I feel like for a first 3D outing, this was a good step in the right direction. While I still think out of all Nintendo's properties, I feel the Legend of Zelda series with Ocarina of Time had the best with 3D transitions. But I feel, at least from the Nintendo 64 side of things, but I feel that was because they had more time to readjust from what they originally had planned.
Yeah.
Because Nintendo 64 launched with this game, I believe?
Yes.
They did launch with this game.
This is known as the most successful launch title of all time, or the best launch title of all time.
Still Breath of the Wild.
Well, I was gonna say, Mario World will like to have a word review.
Some people still say Mario 64.
It was split.
Well,
Because,
Mario
you know,
World was just another 2D Mario platform.
Yeah.
Well,
For
very
Well,
good.
it was also considered one of the best 2D Mario games.
Yeah.
And I am agreeing with that camp.
I mean,
And it was also a launch title.
Yeah, because you
Usually
were
this
probably the
considered
kid that said Super Mario World was better than Mario Bros. 3, probably.
Yep.
that's always a tough debate for people.
Yeah. I mean,
They both got their strengths and weaknesses, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
I just like the movement.
Yeah, but it's just like with Mario World, I always will defend that it's challenging, but it's like it's one of those things that it's one of those types of games that you could just always relax, pick up, and play. There's not too many tough areas.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's simple to play, easy to master, difficult to master kind of things.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Or
definitely
in the case with Mario World, or in this game for that matter, it seems pretty. It's one of those things that once you get a feel for it, it's one of those things that if it feels good, you probably won't forget it if you can adjust to it.
I
Right.
mean, hell, like a lot of the speedrun tricks, like we haven't even gone over half of these.
Yeah,
there's
like
a
I
lot
said,
of
I wasn't
ones.
planning on trying to do speedrun tricks that much
Like,
anyway.
like the ones we've mentioned were only ones that me and MJ have probably done ourselves.
Yeah,
I've done
There's
that
probably
with
much
long jump,
more
and I've
than-
done the 16-star run.
yeah. Like I haven't, I wasn't trying to do much speedrunning stuff.
Yeah.
Like the only.
That's mainly, we've mentioned how it's done, but we didn't expect you to pull it off. That's
Yeah.
the main thing.
Yeah, like the only one that I probably did pull off, and I probably feel a little bit scummy for it, was the cannon.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, well, fucking nobody likes the owl in this game anyway. It's a lot better than the DS remake.
Yeah. Although that I did have a fun. Although that was a good moment for the
Crashing the piranha plant.
Yeah.
knocking out the piranha plant. That was awesome.
Yeah. But overall, I feel like, even for a first outing in the 3D space, this was a good first impression.
Yeah.
And with dated age controls aside, even for someone who's actually grown up with this game, like, I feel like it could realistically, for better or worse, can only be improved from here.
Right. And it did for the most part.
Not the game, not
Now
the
with
game
the next
after
game.
this, but the game after that one.
But with
Well, Sunshine had better controls,
To a point.
Worse level designs.
We'll discuss that when we get to that game.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
But that we'll save that for another time.
Yeah.
So,
So,
don't feel bad if you want me to go through it. Trust
But
me.
anyway, speaking of you going through things, MJ, your thoughts.
Alright, well, I said for a long time, I always say a lot, this is like one of my favorite games of all time. So the first one I went completely through, and well, the games I grew up with were NES games, mainly Mario 3, Duck Hunt, and then the N64 came out. And then we had this at launch. And I fell in love with just going 1 year from a 2D Mario game that I struggled to play to a 3D Mario game where I could feel extremely immersed in. And well, still feel like I'm having the same kind of fun. It was magical to me as a kid.
hey, guess what, developers? There's a way to make your games fun and immersive at the same time.
Yeah.
Work on that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this game was one of them. Like the Spyro creators said, they were influenced by this game because it felt fun just to move around, and for the most part in this game, yeah, just going around, walking around this game, just that alone.
I mean,
Like, I know
feel to
I'm
it.
really just dicking around right now, but that's all I can really...
I mean,
can
yeah.
do.
But I mean, hell, like a lot of video game franchises that have either unfortunately died off or are still running to this day had been inspired by the Italian plumber himself.
Yeah,
Hell, Sonic, his entire concept was created because Yuji Naka was seeing how fast he could complete level 1-1 in Mario 1.
yeah.
Yeah, and also, he thought maybe, I'm not really sure exactly what the story is behind Sonic, but we'll get to that one day.
Yeah.
But there is one question I always do want to ask, but I feel like I can save that for when we do another game or another versus video.
Okay.
But I'll just leave it at this. How far does your nostalgia carry you before you start to...
And that's something I kind of wanted to get into. Because the thing was, for a very long time, I've always considered this my favorite ever video game. I felt like nothing could top it. Because it's just this thing I had the most precious memories with. I grew up as a kid playing this game time and time again. And honestly, it was even enhanced by the DS version, believe it or not. Because being able to take this game on the go was like a dream come true.
And then I grew up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, the thing was, I played this game on my channel a couple years back, and I played the DS version. After feeling control over both the games, I've started to realize it's not exactly... Maybe it's because of how many games I've played since then. It just doesn't feel exactly as it used to. It's still a lot of fun, and I still have a lot of fun memories going through all the challenges time and time again, even the difficult ones. But at the same time, I get a little frustrated remembering that it has aged. The controls remind me of that with how weird the ideas are compared to their implementations of later games, like Galaxies and Odyssey.
Yeah.
That being said, I still like the feel of this more than Sunshine. And I've avidly played, like, almost every Mario 3D game. I played every single one at least 2 times. Sunshine I played like 8 times, so I know well enough about that one.
Yeah. And for some
But this game I played like 30 times.
and
I love this game to death.
Yeah.
And well, despite its age, I could go back and play this game whenever I want and still have a good time. That being said, it may not be my favorite Mario game anymore. It's still my second though, because the memories and well, this Mario game has like still more freedom than like any other Mario game, and well, that's... While freedom may not always help a game, it does help give you options. When you have a lot of options to completing a game, that's something I definitely appreciate. This is a game that has more options than any other 3D Mario game in regards to completion. Whether you're just going for 70 stars, whatever order you want, challenge yourself to not go for cap blocks, trying to not collect coins, whatever you want to do. There's always a lot of things you can do.
Clear the game with as little stars as possible while we're using glitches.
16 stars, yeah. Or some people 0 stars. You really want to abuse the game. But yeah,
And played it in like 5 minutes.
a game that has so many options is... There's not much like this anymore. It's just so fun to try so many different ways. Because all the other Mario games are streamlined.
Because let me get see if I can cut in this point. Because
Go
at this
ahead.
point in time, like you said, the '90s were an experimental time. So there's always bound to be ways to break games and
Oh, yeah.
find exploits that are still probably growing to this day. You don't get that sort of thing with games nowadays because there's so many things that have kind of been established, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And people would rather play it safe than do something original. Granted, originality can be a very difficult thing to do because how far is going too far without, making yourself seem like a fool or,
Or
crashing and burning?
alienating your fan base.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, just to end my thoughts, I still love this game, and I can still defend a lot of its strong points, including its freedom. That being said, though, it's not my favorite 3D Mario game. That goes to Mario Galaxy 2.
Yeah.
Same here.
Because it takes the feel, which was fully idealized from Galaxy 1, and had better level design and better ideas. Despite some people saying it's not as creative as Galaxy 1. Fuck off. It's more of the good, damn it.
Yeah, more good is never a
But
bad
still,
thing.
yes, this is a great step for 3D Mario, 3D games as a whole. And, well, yeah, we have a lot to thank. Like, other than shooters, there's a lot gaming has to give credit for this game when it comes to evolving the 3D era. Pretty much every game nowadays outside the indie scene are 3D.
Yes.
Like, without this game, who knows how long it would have taken to get to the quality, quote-unquote, that we have.
Yeah, because with the addition of 3D, other genres slowly started to kind of
Like I said,
crevice and...
Shooters have been one of the biggest benefits of 3D.
Yeah.
Because, well, they are fully realizing a 3D world, looking around, shooting everything. If all the shooters were like a Metroid game, then there's only so much you could have done with that.
Yeah. Innovation is an important thing after all.
Mhm.
Because after a certain point, it starts to become a preference game
And
of
despite
what
the
you
age,
like and what you dislike.
despite the age of this game, it's hard to deny that it is definitely one of the most influential. And then, despite whether you like, love, or hate it, you have to respect what it brought to the industry.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and if you don't, you're ignorant. You're ignorant for being...
But Crash Bandicoot came first! Yeah, that game sucked though, that's different.
Yeah, it came first in North America.
Oh yeah, in Japan it came later. That's right, Naughty Dog was here. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's basically my thoughts. Great game is aged though, but if you appreciate retro gaming, definitely give it a feel.
Yep.
Yep.
Cop a feel from it.
Oh
Yep.
my.
And there's multiple
Carol
ways to
might be a
get
little
this
dry.
game. So, there's that. Because, yeah, nostalgia can just... I guess I can talk about this next time when we get to our another playthrough, because right now I guess we should probably close out. So,
Yep.
We haven't talked for a long time, but there's a lot to talk about in this game, man.
Yeah.
It's been a part of mine and Co's childhood for a long time, and well, it's just...
I'm a very big
Well, like,
advent...
we were alive and old enough to remember this game coming
And
out.
I'm a man that's that is interested to see the evolution of gaming as kind of a little bit of the science to see. We go back as far as, we go like big jumps with like Atari to NES. That was a pretty big jump because NES saved the gaming industry. NES to SNES, we had 16-bit, graphics were changed, and gameplay started to become a little bit more fleshed out for some games.
And then,
Then we got the SNES, the PlayStation 1, with the 3D world. PS2 had better graphics, and some more genres slowly started dedicating themselves and started showing themselves. PS3, Xbox, it may not be as much, but there was definitely some new and unique IPs that definitely tried to show
and
themselves.
basically that was definitely the biggest push on the graphical front,
Yeah,
I feel.
and it's
Because
a
a lot of
tragedy.
these were polygonal. The next era was still kind of blocky, but there was a lot more detail.
Yeah.
We started getting the first look like truly realistic looking graphics come that era.
Yeah. Like I said, this generation is kind of tragic because it's only ever been pushing for graphics. I feel like they should be pushing more for performance, but that's just my end.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
and also crossplay as well, and better loading times.
Yeah.
Which has been a thing for a long
course.
time. But
I mean-
I can continue on with the
Right.
discussion.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really like throwing this term around a lot, but I feel like it feels like there's no other way to put it. I feel like this game is one of the games that I feel like should be gaming homework, essentially, is the best way I can put it. It's where I feel like it's a rite of passage for gamers to at least play once.
Yeah. I never,
just
when
to
I usually
understand.
prefer that, I don't usually say like to complete it, but at least to like play it for a good bit and understand how it
At
works.
least finish it.
Yeah, at least
Yeah.
finish it. You don't have to complete it, but you just need to at least get a feel for understanding why things are like this.
Yeah.
Especially, I wouldn't like do it as like true gamer homework or anything like that because there's plenty of other games you can see that as that
Well,
similar.
it's more just to show how things have evolved just within the last 20, 25 years.
Yeah. Mine
Because
for
of
that,
these
my
quite-
three main ones for that would basically be Mario 1, Mario 3 or Mario World, and then this game.
All good Mario games. What a coincidence.
Well, I mean, they were the biggest innovators in gaming. What do you want?
Yeah, you're right. For me, it'd probably end up being Sonic the Hedgehog. 3 and Knuckles to be more specific.
Okay. All right, fair enough, fair enough.
Because that is
And then Bubsy 3D.
Yeah, just to torment people.
About how to not make a game.
For me, I almost
Oh,
want to say,
God.
like, for me, I want to put almost Mega Man 3 in there.
Oh, that would be such a dickish thing.
Because the thing is, maybe it's just because we can continue discussion in another
That would be such a
video.
dickish thing for like a gaming history
But you know-
course. Alright guys, your assignment this week, beat Bubsy 3D.
How
Oh,
not to
half
do
the
it.
class dropped out. What happened?
That's definitely something you would do. Let's be real. That would be something you would do.
I would be the guy to make everyone play Mega Man X7.
Oh dear.
But I need to
You
play it
guys are
first.
boring me.
But anyways-
Actually, I have no idea what bad game I would force people to play.
But,
Kingdom Hearts, Chain of Memories.
no, Dream Drop Distance.
Oh!
Good
There we
gameplay
go.
to fuck people with the story.
You guys want to see bad storytelling in video
Yeah,
games?
bad
Here we go.
storytelling. There you go.
Yeah, that's less than like, what, 5?
Yeah. But, anyways,
How not to write a story.
Oh boy.
we can continue this conversation, but we should probably end it here. So,
Yeah, let's end it here.
This is Kingslayer Koshy.
EMJ406.
Yeah, I don't know if I was one.
You take care now.
Bye.